junkie deck. This is a really great month for us where we are moving into our own kind of what I want to say is like moving into our own energy. Like, who are we? Who are we meant to be? Like, we have been elevated to a position such as this at this point in time in 2021 to have our voices be heard. And I feel like we really are coming into our own energy and true identification of who we are and what we stand for. So I hope you guys are feeling that. I definitely am as well. So let's do an overall card. Okay, overall, we'll make this one quick, but I also feel it's going to be very, very profound. I'm just grounding in for a minute here. Perfect. My deck is upside down. Let's read this one together. I can't control the world, but I can control how I choose to perceive it. I can't control the world, but I can control how to perceive it. And this is, I mean, think about last year especially, there was so much chaos going on. It's like a lot of fear and a lot of worry that we can pour into that space. And so what this is calling in is now in 2021, there's always new things that are coming up. It's another person getting shot, or it's another political thing, or whatever it is that's showing up for you and for me too. What this is saying right now is that we can't control what's going on in the world. But again, we have been elevated to a position such as this to be able to show up in our profound power and advocate for the needs and the shifts that we are ready to have happen. But we can choose how we perceive it. And the perception of this is, it's not that life is happening to me, it's happening for me, right? So even if something horrible happens, we have to say, like, this is happening for me. It's not happening to me. What is the lesson that's here? And having this background of, you guys know, like, a lot of abuse and being taken away by social services and being left on a doorstep when I was still in school, just complete abandonment, all of that stuff. I was really upset and I lost my faith. And it was like, there's no way that God could allow this. Like, why would God allow a child to, like, endure that really, really awful stuff? Like, no one should. And I didn't believe. I completely lost all faith. And now I realize, like, even though it's horrible and I didn't deserve any of that and never should have happened, I'm in a way grateful that it did. My perception of it is I couldn't control it. I was a child, but my perception of that is like, thank goodness I did go through that, because I'm a badass coach today. Because I'm able to serve and to support people, not just by textbook, you know, of like, oh, here's what you should do, checklist item, but like, I know it. I've been through it. I've processed. I've grieved. I've like moved through all of those deep emotions. And that is what brought me to do what I am and I do today. So we can't control the world, but we can choose how we perceive it. So what is it that's in our space? They were like, hey, I feel like I might be falling into victim mindset with this, and I'm ready to shift it into a creator mindset where I get to create my reality. I get to choose from here what that looks like and what that feels like. We got so lucky today too, because the energy is like really calm, and I feel like we have a quieter class today, which is awesome. First of all, hold up, look at those bright, stunning colors. How amazing is that? I claim my desires. I hold great visions, and I am ready to receive. Holy moly. I feel like I pulled this one for myself too. That's really, really powerful. I claim my desires. I hold great visions, and I am ready to receive. So these are 3 pieces that I would love for you to focus on. I claim my desires. Are you claiming your desires right now? Are you truly claiming them? Are you saying, I want this, 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 and this, and I deserve, and I am worthy of this A, B, C, D, X, Y, and Z? Are you claiming them? Have you written them down on a sticky note and said, this is what I want, this is what I'm calling in? Have you put them on a whiteboard? Do you have them popping up as notifications on your phone? Do you have it written in dry erase marker across your windshield? So every time that you're driving, you are claiming so crystal clear what it is that you desire. Are you claiming them fully on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 is like, oh, not at all. 10 is like, heck yes, absolutely. Every single day, the universe knows my orders so clear. It's absolutely crystal. Where are you at on a scale of 1 to 10 in claiming your desires and with clarity? Number 2 is I hold great visions. So we know a huge piece and portion of manifestation is being able to hold that vision in your space. Manifestation in itself is the art of holding a vision in your mind long enough for it to come to fruition and keeping that faith even when it doesn't feel like it's going to happen, which is so powerful. Are you holding the great vision? When you were in the car, are you daydreaming about your Moch? No, thank you. Are you seeing my plants come to life there in a minute? Mochi, come. That kind of scared me. Okay. Or when you're in the car, are you having the great vision of whatever desires that you are claiming coming to life? Are you holding the great vision when you're in the shower, when you're driving? I already said both those. When you are falling asleep, or when you wake up in the morning. Those are amazing and perfect times that I love to dive into my visualization before I go to bed. If you guys have trouble falling asleep, I would say instead of being on social media or something like that, I would recommend you do the 3-step prayer. Number one is 3 things of gratitude. What are you grateful for? Spend time in that energy. Number 2 is what is my affirmation? That's claiming your desires. And then number 3 is God, show me how. And show me how is you're holding that vision and the space for whatever is meant to come, because it's going to show up for you. It might look a little bit different. It might look a little bit different than we expected. Number 3 is I am ready to receive. Are you ready to receive? A huge reason why we aren't manifesting what we desire is because we have blocks in that space. We aren't ready to receive it because it's not safe. I'll give you guys an example that came with working out for me. I had a lot of fear about working out, and I couldn't, it was fear, but it was also resistance. I had so much resistance to working out. I couldn't figure out what it was. And then I realized I wasn't ready to receive the outcome of working out because it wasn't safe. Here's my belief system. If I work out, men will look at me. If men look at me, then they will look at Presley. And if they look at me and Presley, then we are more targets for sex trafficking or more targets to be stolen or whatever that is. So therefore, my brain was protecting me and saying, whatever you do, don't work out. You need to be as small and as hidden as possible to protect yourself and, most importantly, protect your daughter. Therefore, you're not going to work out. So I'm bringing this up because whatever we wanted, and that's a block that I had to clear. And I feel like I'm still working through that, actually. But we have to be willing to receive. I wasn't willing to receive the ability to work out. I wasn't willing to get rid of or let go of that block because it was protecting me. Beautiful. I want to wish you guys another amazing, I hope you had an amazing weekend, a day. I don't know why. I want to give big hugs to everybody. It's so warm here now in Reno, and it just I feel alive, and I want to share that life and joy like a flower girl on wedding, walking down the aisle, little petals and love bubbles. That's why I love this deck. It's such a surprise. First of all, look at the beautiful balance. The difficult relationships in my life are the perfect mirror for me to look more closely at my own behavior. The difficult relationships in my life are the perfect mirror for me to look more closely at my own behavior. So who's the difficult relationship in your life that you can think of? Is it a person? Is it a previous coworker? Is it someone who's super codependent and really needs all of your energy and time? Those can be really difficult relationships. And they're a perfect mirror for me to look more closely at my own behavior. So I used to be really triggered by this. I think this goes beyond the logical of oh yeah, I don't like that person. She looks so cute and I'm jealous and that's why I'm mad at her, right? I think it goes beyond that. I think there's so much more, and it's even diving into what are past life experiences? What are childhood wounds? How is this difficult this difficult relationship showing up as medicine for me to revisit and to heal this, my own behavior? And so this is a deep card. It is such a deep card. So who are the difficult relationships? How are they a mirror? And what is it showing about our own behavior? I think this is a great reminder. Maybe there's somebody currently in your life that you're yep, it's that person for sure. Or you're I don't really know who that is yet. This is just a healthy reminder. Sometimes that will happen. It'll be a healthy reminder of oh, when that time does come, just remember, give them grace because they're here to teach you a lesson. This card is for you. Wow, look at that. We look at them together. I cherish every cell in my body. I know you are making so many big changes in your life, in your, specifically in the career area, right? So I'm assuming with that, there's so many other things that are happening and contributing in that area as well. I cherish every cell in my body is really a call to take care of your body right now. Because in order to handle the voltage and the transition of everything that is required of you in this season, your body needs to be in tip-top shape. So maybe you get back with that celery juice. Maybe you make sure you are getting that quality sleep. Maybe you do some breath work. Maybe you do some meditation. Maybe you make sure you're stretching your body or you join a workout class or something like that, because you want your body to feel so fulfilled and at this highest voltage, as cleansed as it possibly can be, in order to, number one, manifest higher voltage things, but also for your body to be able to move forward as it steps into this next level of what it is meant to do. Because that's something I learned with this big fibromyalgia scare, like 2 months ago, right? January, February. I was like, holy moly. I was like pushing and pressing and grinding and making it happen. Yes, but at the expense of my health. And it wasn't even that bad, but it was still enough where I was not cherishing every cell in my body. A great meditation for this is waking up in the morning and just imagine that if you have like a ray of sunshine that's coming into your bed, or your room, sit in front of it, or just lay there and imagine that ray of sunshine just coming into your space. And imagine it supercharging every cell of your body like it's glittery. Oh my gosh, isn't that so juicy? I love doing that. I love to bring in the light into my body, the sun rays, or rainbow, if you have any rainbow that's in your space. Like, if you have crystals and stuff. I cherish every cell in my body. And make sure that you do too, right? Maybe you're blessing your water and you say and share your affirmations over your water, like, this is what I'm calling in, this is what I'm available for, and that this drink and this elixir is of the highest voltage and of the highest good to all, and you drink it throughout the day. That is a wrap for us today. I am so honored to serve all of you with these amazing cards. I love this deck. Look at all these gorgeous cards we pulled today. With the most impactful and profound meanings. If you guys would like to catch the replay, you can do so in the Academy. I also have them soon to be uploaded on my YouTube channel as well. So with that, I wish you guys an amazing day full of amazing things. I love you. Please stay tuned because I might be doing a little, well, it's actually a big, really amazing training later this week. So stay tuned and I'll see you guys soon. All right, bye.